Okay. So can I know what is, can you give me a textbook? So we have completed till 6B, right? So we'll start with 6C. We'll start with 6C. The question is minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1. Right? So if I take this to be f of x, this is going to be minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1. So what is the condition for increasing or decreasing function? So f dash of x greater than 0. So f dash of x is going to be when you, so it is going to be minus 6x square minus 18x minus 12. Am I right? So what can you take out in common? So can I take this minus 6 itself outside? So minus 6 into x square plus 3x plus 2. If I take it to be greater than 0, then it is going to be an increasing function. So when I take this to be minus 6, so minus goes to the other side, it becomes less than 0. Inequality changes. So x square plus 3x plus 2 is less than 0. So how to factorize this? It is going to be x plus 2 into x plus 1 is less than 0. Right? So what will be the value? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 1, sorry, minus 2, union minus 1 to infinity. I'm able to see half of you are blinking on how I wrote. Correct, Danda? You're correct, Danda. Parent. Ma'am irukanga. Batch up. ஓ மைக் எனக்கு அந்த மைக் இருக்கா அங்க இருக்கா quality will change. I'll tell you why. Sorry. அவ்வளவுதானே அது அந்த உள்ள இருக்கேன் என்ன ஏதாவது டவுட்டாடா இல்ல கேள்றா இது சரி கேள் சார் மோர்னு கேள் ஐயோ 12th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் பிஹேவியரடா அப்படி இல்லைம்மா see I'll tell you how I wrote it directly. See, first of all, she asked me a question. How did this minus 6 change the inequality? அது சொல்றேன் பாரு. See, this is minus. Ouch. சொல்றேன் இல்ல நான் சொல்றேன் ஏன் வருது I'll tell you. See, this is minus 6, okay? Into some value is greater than 0. This is negative fixed. அப்ப இங்க என்ன இருக்கணும் எப்படி பாசிட்டிவ் இருந்தா நெகட்டிவ் இன்டு பாசிட்டிவ் would have been எப்படி பாசிட்டிவ் ஆகும்? இதுவும் நெகட்டிவா தானே இருக்கும் because it is -6. So when I take this -6 to the other side, what will happen? இது -6 மறந்துட்டேன்னா I'm trying to say that this value is இல்லம்மா இது -6 into some value, அந்த வேல்யூ தான் இது x square plus 3x plus 2. This value is negative or positive? அதான் எழுதணும். That is why the inequality changes. புரியுதா நான் சொல்ற லாஜிக்? So negative into negative. So whenever, to put it simple, when you push the minus sign to the other side, negative will become, sorry, greater than 0 will become less than 0. Inequality will change. Purida. So that's what I wrote. X plus 2 into x plus 1 is less than 0. Listen. When I have x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0, listen to this carefully. When alpha is less than beta, when alpha is less than beta, then x belongs to minus in. Oh, I'm really sorry. You guys were right. I'm sorry. You guys were right. So x belongs to alpha to beta. I'm sorry, correct. So x belongs to alpha to beta. Similarly, if x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than 0, then x belongs to minus infinity to alpha union beta to infinity. Actually, I wrote it for the reverse condition. Okay, this should be the condition for greater than 0. Okay, if somebody asks you how did you obtain this, can someone tell me the logic? I've already taught this. I've taught this 2-3 times. You draw a number line and there is something called as, I gave you a name also, it's called as wavy curve method. I gave you a curve also, right? So this is the logic. So the answer here is going to be x belongs to verum -2 to -1. -2 to -1. It is between -2 and -1. Okay, why is it so? I'm able to see some doubtful faces. I'll clear for them. Okay, so x plus 2 into, see, this is the last time I'm explaining this inequality. Okay, I'm bored. Listen to this carefully and write it. So all that you need to do is draw a number line from minus infinity to plus infinity. Write down the critical points in the sense, when will this become 0? -2. When will this become 0? -1. Earlier. Okay. Just give me a moment. Same as micro. Is it audible now? Is it audible now? Is restart
Sir.
Open it. Okay. Work out, man. Work out, and the laptop connect. You missed it. It's okay. We'll sort it out. 2 minutes. Hello. 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 I don't think he's able to hear. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, is it clear now? Is my voice clear or is it breaking?
Yes, it is breaking.
Okay. அங்க iPad tab Yeah, Is it better now? Is my voice better now? Yes, sir. Yeah, is it better now? Are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
अनेक वर्क आच्छला Yeah, is it better? Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it
Yes,
clear?
Yes, sir.
என்ன சொல்றாரு அவர் ஏதாவது சொல்றாரா? Is it clear? Can I have a response? Is it clear now? லைன் அண்ட் செலக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன்ப்பா. இதுல தான் இருக்கும். இதுல தான் இருக்கும். Am I audible now? ಹೌದಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಸರಿ. I'll keep the laptop nearby. Okay, I'll keep the laptop nearby. So that the other day it worked, but today there is some issue. Okay, I'm in a class. Yeah, can you speak? Are we audible now?
Yes, it's not clear.
Okay. So for today, please work on this. I'll adjust it by tomorrow. Okay. Sorry for that. So please make sure that the session is interactive. Talk to him, ask questions. Okay. Like you had some problems with the first chapter also, no? Like you can get it cleared also if you have any questions to be discussed. Okay. Yes, sir. You can please take over the session. Yeah. Not open. I'm sorry, da. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Sir.
Sorry, I had to go somewhere. But yeah, well, please start with.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, no doubt, sir.
Tell me, da.
சார் இப்ப டிக்ரீசிங் ஃபங்க்ஷன் பண்ணும்போது அந்த இன்இக்வாலிட்டி வந்து 0 தான் பாயிண்ட் ஆகி இருக்கும். அப்பனா அதே ஆன்சர் தான் வருமா?
இல்ல நான் வந்து பண்ணி காட்டுறேன். அதே ஆன்சர் வராது. Okay, நான் பண்ணி காட்டுறேன். Guys, we'll get back to the track. See, listen. You understood the critical points, no, -2 and -1. Now, when you substitute a value less than -2, what will happen? When you substitute a value less than -2, let's say -3 in this inequality, what will happen to it? You get a See, this is negative, you will get a positive value. Similarly, when you substitute a value greater than -1, you get a, when you substitute a value greater than -1, take 0 into consideration. When you substitute 0, you will get a positive value. So here you are going to get a negative value, right? So that is why the combination of this is negative means x belongs to, observe, -2 to -1. So if you are able to find where it is increasing or decreasing, all that you need to do is, see, if this is the place where the function is increasing. Why did I say it is increasing? Because that is what we started with, increasing function, right? Now, when this is the place where it is increasing, what is the domain of this function? This is more important for. What is the domain of this function? X belongs to y. What kind of a function is this? It's a polynomial function. So, from the real number system, remove -2 to -1 interval. So what you can do is, when you write for decreasing, basically you will get the answer as x belongs to -infinity to -2 union -1 to infinity. Why you are getting is, you will get the same inequality, x square plus 3x plus 2. The only difference is, in this case you got less than 0. Purida. So I'll only speak about the logic. Here you got it as less than 0 because you started with greater than 0 and -6 went to the other side. Now what will happen? X square plus 3x plus 2 will be greater than 0. So x plus 2 into x plus 1 is greater than 0. So whenever you have x minus alpha, I think I already wrote it, x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0, where alpha is less than beta, x belongs to -infinity to alpha union. That's it. That's why I wrote beta is -1. So x belongs, so that is what, this is alpha, this is beta. I hope it makes sense, right? So having said this, I hope it is clear, right? See, in this chapter, they have removed tangents and normals part. That is, you need not write the equations for tangents and normals. And the approximation is also removed. So the three concepts that are there are rate of change of quantities, increasing and decreasing function, and maxima minima. So maxima minima is almost similar, except the fact that you will not do greater than 0 or less than 0. You will exactly write equal to 0, about which we will see later. So by next week, I'll complete this chapter. Let us go slow. Let us not rush up. Okay. Shall I proceed? Listen. So when I take the fourth question, f of x is equal to 6 minus 9x minus x square. Find the intervals in which the function is increasing or decreasing. 2 minutes time, do it fast. It's a very simple problem. X square oda coefficient. அதை விட்டு இது கரெக்ட் தான். X square oda coefficient என்ன? இங்க எங்க மைனஸ்? Okay, what is f dash of x, guys? It's -9, -9, -2x. So what can you take out common? Minus, so minus of 9 plus 2x. So this is going to be f dash of x. So let's break the page into two parts. Here I'll take for increasing, here I'll take for decreasing. But before that, what is the domain of this function? Real numbers, right? So for increasing, what should I write? Minus of 9 plus 2x is greater than 0, which implies 9 plus 2x is, Vaishnavi, tell me. Yes. So what is the value of x? So 2x will be less than minus 9. X will be minus 9 by 2, meaning from minus infinity to this is increasing function. So from the domain, remove this. So exactly the opposite, what should happen? It should be decreasing. It should be decreasing, right? So it is minus, so you need to show the steps. So minus of 9 plus 2x, right? Minus of 9 plus 2x is less than 0. So 2x is less than minus 9. Sorry, greater, yeah, greater than 0. Then you will have 9 plus 2x is less than 0. Why? Oh, sorry. Inge less than 0. No? Inge less than 0. Then here it will be greater than 0. So x should be greater than minus 9 by 2. So the answer will be minus 9 by 2 to comma. Okay. So minus 9 by 2 to infinity. It's a simple problem. Right. So next one alone, you need to deal it carefully. Shall I proceed?
Okay, sir.
Same. R minus of minus 2. Minus 2 comma minus 2. It's the same. But you should write it like this. In the bracket, difference. This is interval. These are two values. And this set. This is one interval. You can see there's different ways of writing. It's the same thing. Shall I proceed?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. See, listen. If I take the problem E, it is x plus 1 the whole cube into x minus 3 the whole cube. If I take this to be f of x, then what is f dash of x? So you'll apply UV rule, no? 3 into x plus 1 the whole square into plus 3 into x plus 1 the whole cube into x minus 3 the whole square. Am I right? So what can you take out common from both? Can I take out 3 into x plus 1 the whole square into x minus 3 the whole cube out, whole square outside? X plus 1 the whole square, x minus 3 the whole square. So what is that you're left out with? X minus 3 plus x. Question is x plus 1 then. See, this is 3 into x plus 1 the whole square. I wrote it as it is. A into B is B into C. A then. அப்படிதான் இருக்கும் பாரு, clear பாரு. Same எழுதிருக்கேனா பாரு. See, whatever 3 I should write here, I pulled it out. It's the same. Okay. So 3 into x plus 1 the whole square into x minus 3 the whole square. What is that you are having here? 3 into x plus 1 the whole square into x minus 3 the whole square into 2x minus 2. So I can take 2 also common. So what is that I'll get? 2 if I take out, I'll have 6 into x plus 1 the whole square into x minus 3 the whole square into x minus 1. Right? This is going to be the three. These are going to be the product of 3 factors. So these are the 3 factors, right? This is f dash of x. So for increasing, what should I do? This whole thing is greater than 0. So 6 into x plus 1 the whole square into x minus 3 the whole square into x minus 1 is greater than 0. See, though it looks big, the logic is simple. Observe. You should not take the checkpoints here. Like how I did in the previous case, you will not take -1, 3 and +1. Why is it so? Yes. So what you can do is, if you check for this interval, it will be sufficient. What is happening for 1 alone? See, this is positive. This is positive. But there is one challenge here. Okay, listen to this. If I have, let's say, 6 into x plus 1 the whole square is greater than 0. Okay, if I have something like it is greater than 0 for sure. But what is the point I need to keep in mind? Is it happening for all values of x? Except for x should not be equal to -1. Because when I put -1, what will happen? I'll get a 0. And moreover, when you're dealing with inequality, right? Whenever you're dealing with inequality, if you can write, see, for example, if I have x plus 1 into x plus 2 is greater than 0, if I write x plus 1 is greater than 0, then it means that x plus 2 is first thing greater than 0 and x is not equal to -2. Actually, what you're doing with inequality is you're dividing with x plus 2 on both the sides. It is not like you're taking it to the other side directly. If you take it also, it is going to be division only. Basically, when you divide on both the sides, the sign will not change only when it is positive. Second, you will be able to get it only when the value of x is not equal to -2, or else the denominator will become 0, which will not be taken into consideration. Okay. So what we can do here is, since this condition is to be satisfied, we will take all the limits and see. So what are the values? -1, 1 and 3. Okay. Now I'll give you a minute time. Check what is happening when you substitute the value less than -1, between -1 to 1, between 1 to 3 and greater than 3. So basically you need to check for 4 values. What are they? This side, between them, and this side. Do it fast and tell me. Do it fast. See, I just want to understand whether you got the concept or not. When you substitute less than -1, can you tell me a number? -2. Okay. If you substitute -2 here, this is by default. This is by default positive. Only this value needs to be taken care. This one negative. So put a minus sign. So that's how you're getting. So tell me, what will you get? So here you are getting a minus sign. Between -1 to 1, if you substitute, negative. So after this, everything will be positive and positive. That is why I told you we need not take that +1 and -1 and 3. By default, they are going to be positive. So this is going to change the game. So for x greater than 1, what will happen? The function is going to be increasing. And for x less than 1, it is going to be decreasing. That's it. So the answer will be, for increasing function, it is 1 to infinity. And for decreasing function, it will be from -infinity to 1. Am I clear with this? Yeah. Correct. I told the point, I forgot it. See, 3 should not be included. I'm sorry. Why should 3 not be included? Same logic. X is not equal to 3, no, -3. So how I should write is 1 to 3 union 3 to infinity. Similarly here, what should I not include? -1. So it will be -infinity to -1 union. Okay, this is one way of writing, or you can write 1 to infinity except 3, or you can write minus infinity to 1 except minus 1. So this is another way of writing. This is the one you asked. I hope you're clear. Okay. For those who are online, I hope you're clear. I'm not able to hear. Hey, those who are online, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall I proceed? Shall I
Yes,
proceed?
sir.
Okay, listen. See, look at the 7th one. It is a good problem. Show that y is equal to, I want you all to concentrate. Y is equal to log of 1 plus x minus 2x divided by 2 plus x, where x is greater than minus 1, is an increasing function. It is always an increasing function. When I say always increasing function, it is always increasing in the domain of it. But before that, let's say they didn't give this x is greater than minus 1. Are we in a position to find out the domain of this function? That's what we need to see. So how to find the domain of this function? What is the meaning of domain? The values of x that we can substitute so that the value of y is finite. So log of what value is defined? Log of positive numbers. So if I need log of positive numbers, first thing I need to ensure is 1 plus x should be strictly greater than 0. That implies x is greater than minus 1. That is what this is. Whereas when I take 2x by 2 plus x, right? When I take 2x divided by 2 plus x, I put it. And I take it. So came back left pencil. Okay. So 2x divided by 2 plus x. In this, for this function to be defined, what should be the condition? X plus 2 should not be equal to 0. X should not be equal to minus 2. Meaning, it is telling me that it can take any value between minus infinity to plus infinity except minus 2. Right? So when I take the number line, see, all I'm explaining is only about domain for you to understand. Okay. What are the checkpoints? I have minus 2, minus 1. These are the places at which the function needs to be careful. Right? So when I say between minus infinity to plus infinity, I'm talking about this whole interval. Right? When I say x is greater than minus 1, I'm talking about this interval. So what is the union of these two? What is the intersection of these two? Intersection is going to be between minus 1 to infinity. That is why the domain is strictly minus 1 to infinity. I hope you could understand. Purida. Yes. Okay, this is very, very important. Sometimes they might not give this to you. You should know it. Okay. So what is the question? Read it carefully. In the domain of minus 1 to infinity, we need to prove that this function, which is a combination of logarithmic and a rational function, is always increasing. So we have only one logic in hand. What is it? We'll start differentiating it. So what is the derivative of log of 1 plus x? 1 by 1 plus x minus, what is the derivative of 2x by 2 plus x? 2 plus x into 2 minus 2x divided by 2 plus x the whole square. Am I clear with this? Now see, when you multiply, I'm trying to skip one step. So you will get 4 plus 2x. What do you have here? Minus 2x. So 2x and 2x will get cancelled. I hope you could understand this point, right? So it will be 1 divided by 1 plus x minus 2 into 2 is 4 divided by, take LCM. So what is this going to be? 2 plus x the whole square minus 4 into 1 plus x the whole divided by 2 plus x the whole square into, any doubt till this step? So 2 plus x the whole square is basically x square plus 4 plus 4x. So it is going to be x square plus 4 plus 4x minus 4 minus 4x the whole divided by 1 plus x into 2 plus x the whole square. Clear with this? So what gets cancelled? 4x and 4x are gone. So, oh, sorry. Why it is both will get cancelled? No, oh, sorry. I thought that I made a mistake. Okay, 4x and 4x are gone. 4 and 4 are gone. So this is going to be x square divided by 2 plus x the whole square into 1 plus x. See, I want you to concentrate again. Whenever you have these kind of functions where algebra is involved, that is, you have only variables, the only option for you to prove that it is an increasing function, that is, for you to prove whether it is strictly greater than 0 or less than 0 is to prove that this whole, treat it as a function. The whole function should be positive. For that, your eye should go and check for the domain of the function. Okay. If I didn't know the domain, I would have not been able to solve this problem. I'll tell you why. See, if you look at this, this is definitely a rational function. Right? When I expand this 2 plus x the whole square into 1 plus x, I'll get a polynomial. Polynomial by polynomial is a rational function. Okay. If I look at the numerator, by default, it is positive. Why? So I'm not concerned about, I have nothing to do with the domain of the function. X square by default is positive. Denominator 2 plus x the whole square is by default positive. But if I don't know what is the domain, I'll not be able to make a decision on what that 1 plus x is. In this problem, 1 plus x is also positive because the value of x is strictly greater than 1. Strictly greater than minus 1. So you are actually getting a positive divided by positive into positive. That is why this function is always, so this is what actually, this is y dash. So y dash by default is positive in this domain. So what can you conclude? It is an increasing function in the domain of this function. Am I clear with this? Did you understand how to make a decision? Right. So this is an important problem. Make a note of it. और सुनिए चार्ज मुड़ जाए ना पड़ना और जस्ट काट ही रहे those are online. I hope you could understand.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. In the lines. Shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? Everyone.
Okay, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, இப்போ இந்த x squared by 2 plus x the whole square of 1 by x ன்னு இருக்கு.
எங்கடா இந்த ஸ்டெப் சொல்ல?
லாஸ்ட் சார் லாஸ்ட்.
ஒரே நிமிஷம். இந்த ஸ்டெப்பா?
ஆமா சார். இப்போ இந்த x ன்ற இடத்துல வந்து -1 வந்ததுன்னா 1 by infinity ன்னு வந்துரும்ல.
-1 வராதேடா. ஏன்னா domain of the function என்னது?
-2 மட்டும் தான் சார் not included.
இல்லடா, இங்க பாரு domain. நான் இப்போ ஒரு இடத்துல பாக்ஸ் போடுறேன் பாரு மேல. இதுதான் domain. क्वेश्चनல கொடுத்திருக்கேன்.
ஓகே சார். நான்
கூட போட்டுருந்தேன்டா. நீ வந்து இது கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆற. நான் சொன்னது இது வந்து இதோட domain. 2x by 2 plus x ஓட domain இது. log of 1 plus x ஓட domain இது. சோ இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் intersection வந்து இது. புரியுதா?
ஓகே சார்.
Yes. Yeah. See, 8th one you guys can try it. I wanted to explain the 9th one because it involves trigonometry there. Okay. So I'll tell you how to solve this problem. See, y is equal to 4 sin theta divided by 2 plus cos theta minus theta, right? So prove that this function is an increasing function when the value of theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2. See, if you look at it, actually the domain of this function is real number. Okay, domain is real number. That part I'll tell you later. So from that real number, they're saying you prove that this function is increasing only in the first quadrant. So how to do this? Y dash is equal to, right, what is y dash? 2 plus cos theta into 4 sin theta is there. No, what is the derivative of it? It is 4 cos theta minus 4 sin theta into derivative of this, which is going to be minus sin theta, the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta, the whole square, minus 1. Basically, your y dash here means dy by d theta, right? So when I multiply this, I'll get okay. So what I'll get is 8 cos theta plus, observe, it is going to be 4 cos square theta minus of minus plus 4 sin square theta, the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta, the whole square, minus 1. So 4 cos square theta plus 4 sin square theta, 4. So it is going to be 8 cos theta plus 4 minus of 2 plus cos theta, the whole square, the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta, the whole square. Am I right? So what will I get? 8 cos theta plus 4 minus of 4 plus cos square theta plus 4 cos theta, the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta, the whole square. I hope it is clear. So what gets cancelled? 4 and 4 are gone. So 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta, 4 cos theta. So you have 4 cos theta I didn't miss anything, no, check. So 1 minute, it is, so 2 plus cos theta into 4 cos theta minus 4 sin theta into minus sin theta, okay. So 8 cos theta plus 4 cos square theta, this is okay. So 8 cos theta plus 4 minus of 2 plus cos theta, the whole square. So this will be 4 plus cos square theta plus 4 cos theta, 4 and 4 are gone. 8 cos theta plus 4 minus is 4 cos theta. Okay, right. So listen. What is it we got? We got 4 cos theta minus cos square theta divided by 2 plus cos theta, the whole square. This is what is y dash. What is the question all about? Prove that it is increasing when the value of theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2, basically first quadrant. Okay. Now, what is common in this? If I take out cos theta, I have 4 minus cos theta, the whole divided by 2 plus cos theta, the whole square. So I need to make a decision with this. So for y dash, what should be the condition on y dash for it to be increasing? It should be greater than 0. So my job is to prove that this is greater than 0 in the given domain of this question. So in the given domain, in the first quadrant, what is cos theta? Positive. Right? The denominator, because it's a perfect square. But where does the challenge start? 4 minus cos theta, I need to make a decision. Right? If you observe, in the first quadrant between 0 to pi by 2, if you recollect the table from your 10th standard, between 0 to 90, the value will come from 1 to 0. So the maximum value will get is 1 and the minimum value will get is 0. So 4 minus, even if you take the maximum value to be 1 here, you will get a positive value. Let it be 0, but 4 is also positive, no? Actually, the question should have been 0 to pi by 2 open interval. So here in this question, if you see, they use the word increasing. Then a textbook, but I told you one concept. We had a big discussion on this. So increasing means greater than or. So what you asked is valid only, but in the book of increasing is strictly greater than 0. So what she is asking is, in the question they have given 0 to pi by 2 included. Actually, what they should have done is they should have made it an open interval, or 0 can be included also. So when I substitute pi by 2 here, I am not going to get a 0. Valid question. That is why the question is correct only. It is increasing. They didn't use the word strictly increasing. So for increasing, what is the condition I told you? Greater than or equal to 0. But this year, there is no concept of this sort. It is strictly greater than 0. So I hope they will correct this in the exam. They should at least correct the open interval part, or they should use something like strictly increasing. So if they use the word increasing or strictly increasing, that is a place where correction is to be done. But I hope you could understand how to make a decision. Right? So I repeated, cos theta in the first quadrant is positive. 4 minus, even the maximum value is going to be 1. It is going to be positive. So positive into positive divided by positive will be. So that is why it is always increasing in the given interval. Here. Sort of. Pi by 2 கொடுக்காம இருந்தா it is increasing. Equal to 0 ன்னு வரும் இல்ல. இல்லடா நான் உனக்கு ஒரு எனக்கு கிளாஸ்ல இருந்தியா ஒரு பெரிய டிபேட் போயிட்டு இருந்தது. நான் உங்ககிட்ட கேட்டேன் இந்த ரிவைஸ்டு புக் ஐ கேவ் யூ 5 கிராஃப்ஸ் நான் சொல்லி கொடுக்கும்போது பட் புக்ல 3 கிராஃப்ஸ் தான் இருந்தது. ஐ டோல்ட் யூ வாட் சேஞ்ச் தே மேட்னு சொன்ன ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. ஐ யூஸ் த கான்செப்ட் ஆஃப் ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லி இன்க்ரீசிங் அண்ட் இன்க்ரீசிங். இந்த கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தனா கொஸ்டின் கரெக்ட் தான். இன்க்ரீசிங் அப்படின்னா இந்த இன்டர்வல் கரெக்ட். ஆக்சுவலி இட் ஷுட் பி கிரேட்டர் தென் ஆர் ஈக்குவல் டு 0. பட் இந்த புக்ல அந்த கான்செப்ட் கொடுக்கல. அதனால எக்ஸாம்ல கொஸ்டின் கேட்கறப்ப தே ஷுட் மேக் இட் அஸ் ஓப்பன் இன்டர்வல். இல்லைன்னா இட் இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி ராங், மேத்தமேட்டிக்கலி ராங். புரியுதா? உங்களுக்கு புரியுதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் கான்செப்ட். சொல்றேன்
சார். இப் சப்போஸ் வந்து क्वेश्चनல வந்து it belongs to second quadrant இல்ல third quadrant னு கொடுத்திருந்தா தீட்டா வந்து மைனஸ்ல இருக்கும்.
ஆமா, தீட்டா செகண்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட் அது கொடுப்பாங்கல்ல. 0 ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் π by 2 to π ன்னு கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா செகண்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட்ரா.
சார் ஓகே, செகண்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட் தேர்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட் கொடுக்கறாங்க. அப்பயும் ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லி இன்கிரீசிங் தானே? ஏனா
அது क्वेश्चन இல்ல அது மாறும்.
இல்ல சார், இப்போ cos of minus theta னா cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta தானே? சோ அப்பனா
அது fourth quadrantல minus theta will come only in the fourth quadrant. You are getting confused between cos of minus theta and cos theta generating a value in the second quadrant. For example, in the question வந்து had they given it as π by 2 to π ன்னு கொடுத்திருந்தாங்கன்னு வெச்சுக்கோயேன். அப்ப என்ன இதே ஸ்டெப் எடுத்துக்கலாம். cos theta என்னவா இருந்திருக்கும்? It would have been negative. ஏன்னா cos of any value between pi by 2 to pi will be negative. சரியா? அதே மாதிரி 4 minus cos theta, this would have been positive only. ஏன்னா least value of cos theta would have been -1. Okay, divided by positive. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும் இந்த இன்டர்வல்ல? Negative into positive by positive. இந்த இன்டர்வல் it is decreasing.
Okay.
புரியுதா?
புரியுது சார்.
Yes. Okay. So, see, we have few more problems to be solved that we'll do in tomorrow's class. சரியா? Revise பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. Maxima, minima next Monday. Here, we'll wind up.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. எங்கம்மா என்ன பண்ணாங்க?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. உனக்கு வேலை எல்லாம் பண்ண வேண்டியது